Okay, fourth grade. Today we're going to focus on lesson 3 of module 7. And our objective is to create conversion tables for units of time today and to use the tables to solve problems. So instead of weight or length, we're going to focus on time. So let's take a look at page 127 and quickly run through our conversion tables that we're going to create now. Hold on to this table. You're going to use it to help you finish the rest of the work today. So we're going to start with minutes and seconds. 1 minute has 60 seconds. That means 2 minutes has 2 times 60, 120 seconds. The rule for converting minutes to seconds is multiply by 60, because every 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So however many minutes there are, you multiply that number by 60 to get the number of seconds. 3 minutes is 180, and just like our other conversion tables, we're adding 60 each time as we move down the column. 240, 300 seconds in 5 minutes, 360 seconds in 6 minutes. Make sure your table looks like mine for converting minutes to seconds. Hours to minutes, it's the same thing. There are 60 minutes in an hour. So this table, in terms of numbers and the rule, is actually going to look exactly the same. To get from hours to minutes, you multiply by 60. So this table is actually going to look the same in terms of the numbers that we add to it now. How many hours are in a day? We should all know, probably, that there are 24 hours in one day. It's the amount of time it takes for the Earth to rotate, travel around the sun. Which one is it? To complete a rotation. 24 hours, one day. Each value is going to increase by 24. 2 days is 48 hours. 3 days is 72 hours. 4 is 96. 5 days is 120 hours. 6 is 144 hours. 7 is 168 hours. 8 would be 192 hours. 9, 216, and 10, 240. The rule for converting days to hours is multiply by 24. Hold on to page 127. We're going to use it to help us complete the problem set today. Let's look at page 129, problem number 1. Courtney needs to leave the house by 8 a.m. If she wakes up at 6 a.m., how many minutes does she have to get ready? Use the number line to show your work. She needs to leave by 8 a.m. She wakes up at 6 a.m. She has 2 hours until she has to leave. How many minutes does she have? 1 hour is going to be 60 minutes. 2 hours will be 120 minutes. Another way you could show that is 2 times 60 equals 120. Courtney has 120 minutes to get ready. Juliana's goal was to run a marathon in under 6 hours. What was her goal in minutes? She wants to run in less than 6 hours. How many minutes is 6 hours? 6 times 60 equals 360 minutes. You could also check your table that we filled out. 6 hours equals 360 minutes. Under 6 hours, what was her goal in minutes? Her goal is to run a marathon in less than 360 minutes. For number 3, we can use our table that we already created to help us. Number 3A, hours and minutes. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 3 hours equals 180 minutes. 6 hours equals 360 minutes. 10 hours equals 600 minutes. And to find 15 hours, we're going to take 10 hours plus 5 hours. 600 minutes plus 300 minutes gives us 900 minutes in 15 hours. Part B, days and hours. Remember, one day has 24 hours. Let's copy from your table. 2 days has 48 hours. 5 days has 120 hours. 7 days has 168 hours, and 10 days has 240 hours. Oops, don't forget to write in our rules, right? To go from hours to minutes, you multiply by 60, and for minutes from seconds is multiply by 60. The rule for converting days to hours is multiply by 24. Take a minute to make sure that your paper looks like mine, please. Let's take a look at page 130, number 4. 9 hours and 30 minutes equals how many minutes? Part A. How many minutes are in 9 hours? Look at your chart. Look at your chart on page 127. 9 hours has 540 minutes. So this is 540 plus 30, 570 minutes. 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Again, use your chart. How many seconds are in 7 minutes? 420. Plus 45 equals 465 seconds. 9 days, 20 hours. equals how many hours? Well, in 9 days, look at your chart. There are 216 hours. So we're looking at 216 plus 20, 236 hours. 22 minutes and 27 seconds in seconds. Okay, now it's getting hard. We need to find 22 minutes in seconds. So 10 minutes and 10 minutes makes 20. That's 1,200 seconds, 1,200 seconds. Plus another 2 minutes, so 120. So we've got 1,200, 1,200 plus 120, 1,320 minutes plus, 1,320 seconds plus 27 seconds gives us 1,347 seconds. "13 days, 19 hours. How many hours are in 13 days? Take 10 days and 3 days, add them together. 240 plus 72. 240 plus 72, 312. That's 312 hours in 13 days, plus 19 hours is 331 hours. 4F. Now let's keep in mind for number 5, we're going to have to explain how we solved 4F, which is right here. We have 23 hours, 5 minutes. How many minutes is that? In an hour, there's 60 minutes. So we have to do 23 times 60. And if we use our chart to help us, we're going from hours to minutes. We've got 10 and 10 makes 20. That's 1,200. Plus 3 is 180. That gives us 1,380 minutes. Now we have to explain that in words for number 5. I multiplied 23 hours times 60 to give me minutes. Then I add, it's actually 1,385 minutes, isn't it? Because we get 1,380, that's 23 hours, but we still have to add the separate 5 minutes. 23 hours times 60 to give me minutes. Then I added 1,380 minutes plus 5 minutes to get the total number of minutes. How many seconds are in 14 minutes, 43 seconds? Well, in 14 minutes, we've got 10 and 4. That's 600 and 240. Add them together, we get 840. That's 14 times 60. That's 840 minutes, or 840 seconds. And we add 43 seconds to that, we get 883 seconds. So there are 883 seconds in 14 minutes, 43 seconds. We're going to do number 7 together during small groups, so let's leave that for now. Please complete your exit tickets. Just one question. The astronauts from Apollo 17 completed 3 spacewalks while on the moon for a total duration of 22 hours, 4 minutes. How many minutes did the astronauts walk in space? Here's a good example of a problem that has unnecessary numbers. Apollo 17, that's just the name of the spaceship. That's all that 17 means. It could be called Apollo Banana. That doesn't matter. We need to know what the total duration of 22 hours, 4 minutes was, just in minutes. It doesn't matter if they went on 3 spacewalks or 1 spacewalk or 100 spacewalks. We want to know 22 hours, 4 minutes, just in minutes. That's all you have to do, is convert 22 hours and 4 minutes to minutes. That's the total. Give it to me in minutes, please. Use your table to help you complete the exit ticket, and I will see you tomorrow.